Greetings, Davis. But seriously, hi. So I haven't made a video in a week and a half or so. I actually tried to see if PvP was good the past few days, and it wasn't. So, that being said, I didn't record anything. I'm gonna try again today, and we'll hope for the best. I know I need to make a video about the staffs and the kind of staffs you have access to and which ones are good and not, but I haven't gotten around to that yet. I will soon enough. In terms of armor, let's see, let's talk about purple stuff. I have a couple of purple pieces from the 6 man. They all suck at HP. The funniest, of course, is my, what is this? Spalders? The shoulder piece. Because I put HP 70s because I'm really broke, or I was really broke at the time. So I said, F this, I wasted 60 mil trying to socket it, I just put a white stones in. Because they are the solution to everything. Oh, of course, I gotta talk about the armor I'm actually wearing. So I have two pieces of the Ambassador's armor, which is the 65 Augment 2 1-star officer armor. And one's only plus 4, the other's plus 11, and they're socketed with MR in one piece, and MR and MA in the other piece. Stats are pretty good. I gained 2.7% PvP or defense, I believe. I think that was the number. And the amount of MSUP was a pretty okay amount to gain. I obviously lose some switching from the 6 to E, but it'll add up over time. My MR hovers about the same as well. My MA is a little higher. It'll go up. When I get a new weapon, I'll try to reorganize my stats, because I can't really do it right now as I don't have one. I'm still using my good old Vishardius, which doesn't have the greatest of stats, as you can see. Anyway, that'll happen eventually. Oh yeah, the skin I'm using is, of course, the one from the 6 man and 12 man instances. I just thought it would look neat, so I put it on, and the glasses are the ones from Tiamat Guards or Tiamat Stronghold. The old 6 man in the eye. Dyed black because obviously worth spending 3 mil on a black dye just to color your glasses. Shugos can always help with the looping music that's appearing in the background. I was looking at the price of this stuff. Yeah, it's expensive. Typically I don't buy Eye Shards. If you're not familiar with Eye Shards yet, or you haven't seen that video I did, they're just used for morphing the keys to enter into Danuar Reliquary. Similarly, there's one for the 12 man, and I can't find it here for the love of me. Oh, there we go. One of the things I would recommend you do, and this goes to anyone, because the new siege times are all predetermined at very weird hours. Well, some of them are weird hours. Is to go on your memo pad and just write down all the different times for siege. And for the instances if you're on the NA servers, because as you know, the instances have long cooldowns, but they also have specific days in which you can do them. So you should know what days to do them. Today's Thursday, so the only things that are open are, well, just Blood and Sanctuary. There's absolutely nothing open on Thursday. Okay, so what do I feel like doing first? Checking out Katalam because it's the Zerg area? Sure. The PvP is all relative to who owns what. So as I can see from the map, they own the middle base in the teleport area, which is always a horrible place to go when you're by yourself. Truthfully, I don't think Katalam is the best solo area, just because it's much more compressed in terms of where you go, and there's more people here in general. Not to say it's impossible or it's bad in a group or anything, it's just, I don't think it's that good. Maybe you'll experience it better, but my experience, nah. Person ran by a guard there. Let's see, dailies I didn't turn in because I don't care enough, and other things. Oh, let me get my mount. Here's another thing I didn't mention, I think. I have a horse now, because I've joined another legion to buy one. Since I had so many legion coins and never used them. I saw the Marchiton statue and I was thinking to myself, that's pretty cool. Should I get that or the horse? But of course, a horse. A horse. My kingdom for a horse. And what's the other one? Oh, my horse is amazing. Yeah, there we go. I think we got all the horse sayings out of the way. Let's see how many times I can get up here without rubber banding. Wow, not once. That's a great sign. No, it's not. But at least I feel better about doing the jump. Is there really only 2 people here? I find that a little too good to be true. Uh-oh. Alright, well, let's see if they're awake. Well, this is nice. Okay, you're gonna die.
You can't move closer to your target.
Oh, I was about to pop a 4K there. I got saved by his Spearmaster, yay! Well, saved is a relative term because there's more people coming. I don't know if I should use 4K or 2K 2K there. It doesn't really matter because obviously there was more people, but I don't know. I just got on. I'm making whatever decisions I feel like making, so I say that decision was okay. Oh, and I should do this quest. Where is it? Oh, it's in the other zone. Okay, I'll do that later. There's a difference in these 2 organizations, by the way, the Silverine and the Merry Men. I don't actually know if they're called the Merry Men, I'm just calling them that because it's funny. The Godstone bundle for the Silverine only costs 30, for the Merry Men it costs some weird number like 37, I believe. I'm not sure why there's a difference. Maybe the Merry Men one is better? Which could make sense because they seem to be the more jolly of the organization. Jolly good. It's noticeably longer to go up this way on no mount compared to a mount, by the way. Obviously, but I felt like I needed to point that out. No, stupid carnage. It's like this hill has absolutely no reason to house any mobs, yet they are here prominently. Directly in the middle of where you want to go. Okay, I'm just gonna fly over this. See, that guy had the same idea as me. Well, that's a little too action-paced. The nice thing about these zones is that people tend to not follow you if you just go out. So let's see if they follow me. The answer to the question is no, they do not. Oh, I need to pop food. I'll do that when I get off my mount. Because food is good, both in real life and in this game. Oh yeah, I wanted to say that. The one thing I really need to change right now is my weapon. Say hello to this bot. The Asmos have their own version of the SM bot running around. But I'm missing out on a pretty high base amount of damage and also crit strike. There's just so many things. Like, I could hit so much better than I can right now. If I ever actually get to plus 10 everything and get a new weapon, which I might soon because there's a quest for the 6-man that if you do 20 times you get basically the worst weapon, or the worst mythical possible, but it's still a mythical. Where's the quest? This. You get the Danuar Reliquary Expeditions so-and-so weapon. It has the base stats of a mythic from the instance, but the actual secondary stats, like the attack speed is 70%, crit strike something like 50 for Channer, 40 for attack. It's only 5 slot. There's a lot of things, but the weapon actually doesn't drop that often. Like if it did, then you'd see a lot more people running around with it, but you don't. So there's a lot of running around and me talking, so this is the best I can do right now, guys. But I haven't made any video in a little while, so I feel that it's okay that I can talk a bunch and say so, and so this, and so that. Here, I'll cut off till we get to the next part. So I'm right outside one of the Elios owned camps. This one's by Celius in this snowy area. I think this is the best music because I like this song. This is the one they use for the Asmodean character creation. It's a very relaxing song in general. Alright, how many Elios are we going to have to deal with here? Quite a few. Let me just see if any of them actually come out here. I doubt it, but I tried this one yesterday, and let me tell you, that was not the best of experiences. Oh, here's one guy coming.
Can't attack.
Gunslinger is a weird class. I don't think people have quite figured out how to play it yet. Or maybe they have, but I just know they have a lot of stuns and quick damage, and they're hard to fight on a gladiator. And if you know something's hard to fight in a gladiator, then it's a big deal. I say that at least somewhat jokingly, sorry. Teehee. There's like a sin right on top of me, I can feel it. Oh, next comes a gladiator with half HP or less, really charging at me. Wow, look at that paralyze. I don't know why I used DP there. I was like out of skills, I just said, oh, DP. Uh-oh. Well, I can tell you this isn't gonna end well. Yeah, that was pretty much expected. Good run though. We baited 2 people But we had no idea. I would also say this is miles ahead of the eye, even though there's at the bases you're going to typically find lots of people doing their weeklies, which is okay. There's nothing wrong with that. It's way better than the eye because you don't have to always go to the same spot, and everything looks different. That's the best part. It's not one gigantic, gray, generic blob of walls and openings. Although, to be fair, if you look outside the eye, it's actually the outside of Timaranta, and it's pretty. Like, you can see trees and everything. Not that I think most people would care about that stuff. Alright, for one more thing in Katalam, I will go to what is possibly the Zergiest area, the north. So we can divide Katalam into 3 zones. We have the north, we have the middle, and then we have... I mean, we have this spot and this spot, but honestly, they're a little more isolated, so I don't think they're as fun to go to. Not to say that they're impossible to find PvP at, but you know what I mean. If you know, basically you have to run all the way around to get to these 2 bases by Silius, and while you could fly and teleport to them, it's still not that great. I think if you just go to these 2 spots, you are guaranteed to find people, no matter what. Because guess what? They were both the wind streams kind of exit out into. Let's help this guy out. Sure, why not? Oh, wow, my paralyzed is proccing like a boss today. Not to say having a paralyzed costume is anything to be proud of. I'm surprised no melee class has procced my parry skill. Of course, your target is too far away for you to actually use this. Alright, let's take a moment to relax and figure out what's going on. We have a cleric. No! Actually, that's not too bad. I could probably come back here. Just gotta play a little more careful than that. I have to figure out a new style of fighting because I'm used to just kind of running in there and just people are dying, but there's a new way to just go into safe zones and you can run away because it's the more open world and stuff. So I need to be less adamant about charging into every scenario. Kind of pick my fights a little better than that. Still though. Similar to the eye and the fact that you can get back to the Zergiest action as quick as possible since you can teleport to these 2 spots. Yay! I mean, if I can kill 1 person before I die each team, that's actually not too bad. Once again, I'm going behind them. Oh, of course, the only thing in the back is a Templar. God knows that's what I wanted to go after. I'll stand at the awkward position in between everything. Gotta be like, hey guys, look behind you. There's one guy. You should all come attack him. as I see nothing but plate and clerics and a chanter. Oh, here. There's a guy named Broken Head BR. That's not a plate. It's quite the name, though. It's like, look at me, I am by myself.
You can't attack. You can't attack that now.
So you just gotta be like that. Pick out the people that are exposing themselves too much and just go for them.
Your target is too far away.
I'm not the biggest fan of this kind of PvP, to be honest, because it's kind of weird. Not exactly what I would consider the best of PvP.
Move closer to your target.
But you still get to fight people, so I can't complain, right? Oh, it's a Spirit Master.
Attack that now. Your target is too far away.
Gee, I didn't see that one coming. Bodyguard. Oh, look who's charging into them.
Move closer to your target.
Can I stun her in time? No. I mean, I stunned her, but not in time. Alright, who's left? You? Yay, auto approach. I still have that turned on because sometimes it's annoying to chase people, and I like to get lazy. But now that I've had my fill of that, I think it's time to move to Denaria. It'll be a little harder to find people, probably, but who knows. So I'll just cut off after I do the long process of running there, as I have nothing else to talk about right now.